Welcome back, friends, to a Saturday morning. Today is a very quiet morning. Everyone is sleeping. It's about 8 o'clock. Very relaxed kind of start to the day. And what usually Saturdays, with regard to meal plans, which is the prime focus of this channel, meals are usually not set for Saturdays. Looking at the fridge and the pantry and trying to find out the leftovers that I have to make sure I use it. I'll take you along with me for grocery shopping and try to get the things prepped up for next week. Okay, so come along, let's start from the fridge and then go from there. Okay, my fridge definitely needs a wipe, and that's the problem with fridges that do not have the handles. There's a lot of fingerprints. Let me just wipe it first and then I'll take you to the fridge. These boxes are really helpful. I keep my vegetables in there, so I always know this is carrot, this is tomato, and then this is green chilies. And for this week I have some baby carrots as well. I think it's Anjali. She left her drink half finished, so that's that. And here, okay, these are all the leftovers. We have been preparing this rice salad a lot, so if you want to see how that looks like or how we prep it, I have shared that in one of the videos. Do check that summer recipes video that's up, which will give you a lot of recipes that you can cook with, and it's very easy to cook, and kids really enjoy it because of the dressing, and it's very easy, healthy as well. So, and it's up to you what vegetables you want to put inside it, and there's hardly no cooking at all. So one recipe to look out for. And then we have a little bit of dal dough tofu that's not cooked, but I have some leftover tofu that I kept in the container. Watermelon, strawberries, berries. Okay, these cherries were amazing. The kids enjoyed it a lot, but it's a little bit on the expensive side, so my husband noticed that only after purchasing. Anyway, so we gotta finish these fruits, and then we have some guava there. Here we have grapes. I usually always keep grapes in it, so if any of you want a link for these containers, these are the containers, and the good part is that they allow for some airflow within that. You can control that with those little knobs out there, so it's really helpful to keep fruits in that. It stays for longer, so I really want one for those strawberries as well. I'm looking for that. We have spinach from Costco, hummus, salsa, and then some curd, my bone broth, which, if you don't know, I'm trying to take that at least twice or thrice somehow in my diet, which I have spoken more about in the skincare, hair care, all that routine kind of video. And then I have milk and juice. Here I have spring onion greens, cilantro, bell pepper, zucchini, lemon, lime. Okay, I got this from Target. I have to use that up. For kids, avocado, some cherry tomatoes, and then cauliflower. So my primary aim for today is to use up most of this so that we can load this up a little more. Okay, it's a continuing process, so let's see what we can cook from here. Okay, in this portion of the fridge I have some oranges, which definitely has to be made use of. I have some cheese and sour cream and butter, some dips, egg and Brussels sprouts. Let's start. Now with the rice salad and dough right here, let's cook some burritos. We have the wrap cover, we have the inner filling, but we need a little bit of protein, so I'm using the tofu. I've been using a lot these days, and kids enjoy it as well. A great source of protein alternative to paneer. So usually I saute this in 2 minutes. It's done with a little bit of salt or turmeric, and then just saute in a pan, or else I keep it in the oven for a little bit. Then you don't have to touch it for 10-15 minutes and you're good to go. So very easy to prepare, right? Okay, I have cut up this tofu, and then let me take some bit of oil. Okay, this is another tip for staying healthy, and I really enjoyed. Before this I had this simple straw bottle to pour the oil, So the problem that I face is like when you add that oil, you really don't know how much you're using. You end up just squirting oil, and sometimes it can be a little over. So if you are really wanting to be conscious about how much you use, this is a great option. With this bottle, this is glass bottle, you have those markings right there in teaspoons and tablespoons on the top, and depending on what or how much you want to use, so just squirt it. You can see the measurement, it's 1 teaspoon, and how much ever you want you can just pour it, and that's the only amount that will fall. It's cute, right? Okay. I'll leave that link in the description if you want to see that. So here I'm just sauteing the tofu. Okay, there we have, putting some hemp seeds.
Yum tofu.
Okay, now Anjali is back from her swimming lessons and she's eating some snack. She ate this one already, which is the chocolate hazelnut fruit balls. Do you like it?
I love it. It has Nutella, and when I lick the Nutella, it tastes so good.
Yeah. So because of the hazelnuts and raw cocoa, that's why they say it's Nutella. But yeah, that's one snack, a good snack for kids as well as adults. And then what else do you want?
Let's see. I would like some raspberries.
I don't have raspberries. You can have cherries.
Yes.
Okay, from the baby spinach here, I'm going to use half of it and making the spinach puree and keep it so that it does not wilt off or get spoiled, and the other half I'll use for making a spinach rice. This bag will be done. Okay, for the spinach rice, some onions and chopped spinach. Okay, so we have all the ingredients chopped up and I'm going to cook it in the Instant Pot. I have 1 tablespoon oil that I'm using, adding in the whole garam masala, and then I'll add all that inside. Made the spinach puree with some cashew, and this is a leftover dal that we had, and I'm going to make spinach dal curry. Instead of mustard, I'm using chia seeds. If you're a little confused on where to use chia seeds, try using that wherever you use mustards. That's a small tip. We will add the spinach puree and the dal and some water to loosen that curry a little bit, and some spices, whatever you want to add. And there we have a quick curry for your rice. You know what? We have some leftover tofu from breakfast, which I'm gonna add in here. Now a squeeze of lemon juice, and this is such a tasty curry. One thing that I'm also planning to prepare is a side with Brussels sprouts prepared in the air fryer rather than the oven. So I think we can make that from the Brussels sprouts. So here I have the Brussels sprouts thinly sliced, some garlic chopped, lemon juice, and a mixture of spices. I have rice flour, red chili powder, turmeric powder, coriander powder, and salt. So mix all that in, and I have the air fryer preheating at 400 degree Fahrenheit. Just add a tablespoon of oil and mix it. Roast it at 380 degree Fahrenheit for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, now I'm glad that all the leftover dishes are used up. But now to create the meal plan for next week, looking at the cauliflower, something that's coming into mind is pizza. So here I'm preparing the pizza crust. So I have the cauliflower that is kind of mashed, but all the water has been squeezed out, salt and some parsley, dried parsley, cheese. I use the laughing cow cheese here and some, like almost 1 egg. Just mix it all up and then we can keep it in the oven. Okay, so this is the pizza. I'm laying it on a parchment paper and then let's keep it in the oven for about half an hour. Okay, look at that pizza crust right there. I'll let that cook a little bit more, but as you can see, it's forming well. I'll keep it in for some more time. Okay, so now I'm looking at the vegetables, the quantity that I have, so that I can plan my meals and my grocery shopping accordingly. I also have dosa batter soaking, so breakfast would be covered for a little bit for next week. Since I have some carrots left, I pulled in the carrot rice. Kids wanted to have methi matar. They love matar, so I'm going to buy that. I don't have any ingredients left for that, but that's their choice. And then breakfast paniyaram, I have to fill in these. I'll also have a look at the pantry before I fill that up. So everything is set until Friday afternoon. Let me add the shopping list. Besides that, Sunday's meal prep was not accounted for in this plan. So Sunday is going to be the tapioca that I have here. We do need fruits for next week. Tomorrow's lunch is going to be chicken curry and egg curry, and that will transfer over for lunch and dinner together. We do need milk and curd. Are they blackberries or no?
Yes, no, I would rather
Which fruits? Raspberries?
raspberry.
Okay, make sure there is no fungus. So, best thing is to take from the end. These will have the fresh ones. Yeah.
Okay, this is me. Okay, we got the blackberry. I want the green grape. These ones are good.
What do you have to look for when you buy a cereal?
The honey nuts Cheerios. No. What's the first ingredient?
Yeah,
Whole wheat grain.
whole grain, yeah. Look at the first ingredient.
Whole grain corn. Second, sugar.
Look at the honey nut cereal. Honey nut Cheerios.
I'm tired of eating.
You're tired of eating? Okay, but what is the first ingredient? Whole grain oats. This is good.
I'm tired of eating that.
But other than corn, do you see any whole grain?
Whole grain oats. Lucky Charms has whole grain oats. Just as like Lucky Charms, then it has like marshmallows. It still has whole grain oats. Wait. took a little sip and then. I know. I took a little spoon, and then I was like, it tastes good, but it's good. And then I was like, it tastes so good.